Hello, today we're going to read Pinky and the Storyteller. Pinky was excited. Every week the storyteller came to her village and today was the day. All the young children would sit on the ground and listen to the storyteller tell his wonderful stories. When it came to the exciting parts, they would squeal, ooh, ooh, ah. When it came to the funny parts, they would laugh, ha ha ha. When the story ended, they would clap and cheer and shout, more, more, more. Pinky sat with all her friends. They talked and laughed while they waited for the storyteller. When the storyteller arrived, he looked very unhappy. "I'm sorry, children," he said. "I can't tell you a story today. I have told all my stories and I have no more to tell. I must leave here and travel the world so I can collect new stories to share with you." The children were sad. Pinky got up off the ground and walked over to the storyteller. She put her hand on his shoulder. She whispered in his ear, "It's all right, Mr. Storyteller. You can tell my story." One day I walked to the farm at the top of the steep hill to buy some eggs for my mother. While I was on my way home, a big storm came and made the road very muddy. I slipped over and landed on my bottom. I slid on my bottom all the way down the hill. When I got home, I was covered in mud. When my family saw me, we all laughed, but at least none of the eggs were broken. "That's a wonderful story, Pinky," said the storyteller. "I think you should tell it to the other children." Pinky was shocked. "You want me to tell the story?" she asked. She does look very shocked. The storyteller stood up and in a loud voice said, "Settle down, children. Pinky has a story to tell us." So Pinky told her story. When it came to the part about the storm, all the children squealed, ooh, ooh, ah. When it came to the part about Pinky falling on her bottom, all the children laughed. And when the story ended, all the children clapped, cheered and shouted, more, more, more. Pinky then asked, "Does anyone else have a story?" One by one, the children got up and told their stories. When it came to the exciting parts, all the children squealed, ooh, ooh, ah. When it came to the funny parts, all the children laughed, ha, ha, ha. When the stories ended, all the children clapped and cheered and shouted, more, more, more. The storyteller said, "Children, I am proud of you. You are all storytellers now. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. I'm going to go and find more stories to bring back and share with you." So the storyteller left the village and travelled all over the world telling stories and listening to stories. Everywhere he went, he would tell the story about Pinky bravely getting up to tell her story. When the storyteller returned home from his adventure, he had many new stories to tell the children, and they had many to tell him too. That's so lovely. There's a little blurb about the author for this one, and I'd like to give a special shout out to my dad, Colin Williams, as he wrote this book. He's from Brisbane, Queensland, and works as a workplace trainer. His passion is storytelling. He's dabbled creatively in music, short films, poetry, stand-up comedy and public speaking. At the age of 62, this is Colin's first attempt at writing for children. It's never too late to start a new chapter. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this book.